How's it going? I'm OhHeckItsSnek here with another HeckItsSnek, this time for Resident Evil Requiem, Resident Evil 9. I finished it a couple days ago. And let's talk about what I liked about this game. I think that it takes the horror genre and does it in a way that I like so much. It does it in such a good way. I think that it puts like it puts a lot in your hands, which gives me more agency. The fact that I have to juggle between, do I want to do something about this situation or do I need to run, makes me even more scared, I think. And it works so well. And here's something else that I like about it a lot too. I don't play a ton of horror games all the time. I play a fuckload of them during October. And I get into them every once in a while. I like me some horror. I love horror movies. I like the horror genre in a lot of different ways. Horror games have a problem where I get desensitized so quickly. So quickly. The first hour, I'm jumping all over the place. It gets me really good. And then it loses that effect. It's just jump scares at that point, which I don't even count. Like, if I don't react to something suddenly being right there in my face, dude, I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, of course I'm going to react to it in some way. It's the dread. It's the dread that gets you walking forward that, like, man, I really don't want to take that next step. That's the shit that I like. I like that shit a lot. Resident Evil nails that. And this is why. I think that it paces the game really well, especially in the beginning, where you switch between... Spoilers, by the way. If you're watching a review, you should probably know there's some fucking spoilers. I should probably say something about that. But anyways, you switch between characters. You play both as Grace. I forgot for a second. Grace and Leon. And it's very different playstyles. Even in the default settings, it has you play in different ways. Grace is all first person. Leon is all third person. And Leon is much more action-based. You're not worrying about your inventory as much. You're not worrying about ammo nearly as much. You're not worried about, like, I don't know. When the first time playing as Grace, I was struggling. I was having trouble, like, killing anything. I was annoyed by this. I was like, man, I was struggling. And if you had asked me how the game was in the middle of my first segment as Grace, I would have told you this game is so fucking tedious and so annoying that, like, I'm wandering around and anything it throws in front of me is like a frustration. Until it clicked. And once it clicked and I got a feeling for what I needed to do and how I needed to progress the game and how I needed to meet the game on its own, like, play style, man, I liked it a lot. And it got to the point where, like, I wanted to continue playing as Grace. Leon would pop up. Never upset by that, because all of a sudden it's fucking, you've got rocket launchers and grenades and all this kind of shit. You know, I'm blowing everything up. I'm killing things left and right. I don't have to worry about how much ammo I have because he's going to shit out another 500 bullets somewhere. They even give you, like, the ammo pickups in the same areas are like 10 times the amount for Leon. It's crazy. Just nailed it with a different playstyles. And what's nice is, man, I've got 14 different guns all loaded up with 6,000 bullets each. I'm blowing everything up. It doesn't matter. And then you switch back to Grace. You've got a toothpick and a little bit of gum, and you've got one thing that's going to instant kill a zombie. And you're wondering, like, does it need to be this one or does it need to be the one later on, you know? And all of a sudden, I'm scared again. And all of the shit that was getting me the first hour is back. I haven't been desensitized because it took me time to get away from it. I thought that was such a good choice to break up the gameplay like that. And then they also use it in a narrative sense too. So, like, the story is progressing simultaneously. It interweaves a little bit. There's a little bit of, Leon is here and now you're, like, back in time here and all this kind of moving around and stuff. Super well fucking done. I thought the story was really enjoyable. I was intrigued by it. I was getting a little lost, but, like, it brings you back in. Even, like, all the way down to the end, man, I spent like 20 minutes trying to decide how I wanted to progress the game at the end. It gives you a choice to do something. Man, really good time. The voice acting was banging. The graphics were fantastic. It's a gruesome, like, hard to look at game with so many little details all over the place. Immaculate. What do I not like about the game, though? Here's what I don't like. I feel like the onboarding of the game, if you haven't played Resident Evil before, which bold move to start at number 9, you know what I mean? I've played a couple of them. You don't need to play all of them. I would say you should probably play at the minimum 2. 4 would be cool too, though. And those are the only 2 I've actually played. I played 2 and 4. I played a little bit of 7 and fucking hated it and didn't play it anymore. I need to go back. But anyways, it's really rough and off-putting at first because it makes you feel like you shouldn't be killing stuff. And there were even situations in which there was a situation early on where there was something that I had to kill, and it had actually sucked all of the ammo out of me moments before this. And it took so much ammo, and I wasn't even able to kill the thing that it threw in front of me. Those moments are rough. I wish that there was some sort of catch-all of like, hey, you don't want to be using this gun, but it's something you can use if you need to. But then again, if you do that, then it probably takes a little bit of the horror way of like, I'm gonna be less. I don't know, man. I don't have a good answer for how to do it. It was just a shitty situation that maybe not a lot of people ran into. It bummed me out. Overall, I think this game's cool as fuck. I think it's fantastic. I think it's so worth the time. It took me about 15 hours. I will say the last section drags a little bit. Even though it was 15 hours, by the end, when I was doing my final stream to get to the end, I was like, bro, you have got to let me out of here, man. Like, this is going on for so long. And then I saw the playtime. I was like, oh, 15 hours. Actually, that's a great length for a game. But it felt like it dragged a little bit. And then even like going back to it, I was like, you know what? I feel like it was fine. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I give this a Snek for fucking sure. Check it out. Play it. Watch it. I think it's a great game to watch even too. Like, even if you can't play it, if horror's not your thing, I think it's a fun as hell game to watch. Check it out. And thanks for watching another Heck or Snek. Have a great day.